Warning, this podcast will contain spoilers.
Hey everyone! It's another episode of the ASOTV podcast, and right now we're going to be discussing Season 2, Episode 5 of iZombie, Love and Basketball. I'm Omikins, and with me tonight I have Clio, which she's that way. Hi. So, first off, what did you think about this episode?
Well, I missed the episode before this one. So immediately I was just like, whoa, they're kissing now? Okay, this is good.
Yeah, that was, even though I watched last episode, I was still surprised. I didn't expect them to keep going with that whole scene. So,
yeah.
My first concern was exactly Liv's concerns. Yeah.
Zombie.
I'm going to make you a zombie again. This is not good. But, she was, really ruining the mood, and Major didn't even care. He just wanted some right there. And right there, he was all for it. He didn't care. But he is convinced to keep their relationship at a friendship level, because she doesn't want anything. She doesn't want to risk it. Which I completely understand, because she doesn't know how the cure affected him. She doesn't know if it made him immune, or if it's just, a blocker for now. Yeah. So, I don't know.
Better start signs in that.
Oh, yeah, well.
Tap. If you want to tap that.
They're trying, for sure. Ravi's sure putting his best effort forward.
Mm-hmm.
But, as we saw, it's not exactly a cure. Not at all a cure. Gabriel found out the wrong way. The wrong hard way.
That is the anti-cure.
That is the anti-cure.
That is the zombie killer.
Mm-hmm. And yes, it is a big time zombie killer, almost instantaneous.
Yeah, that was pretty quick.
They need this shit on The Walking Dead. Seriously. So, our dead body of the week was the coach. Yes. I don't remember his name, but he was also a security guard at it looked like some firm of some sort, full of douchebags.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And he had a crowdfunding kind of thing going on so that he could raise money for his little basketball team that he coached, which was really cute. I love the kids. They were adorable. They were like, we know who killed him. And everybody's like, oh yeah? Oh, that's an easy lead. Let's just follow that. Which, didn't really go anywhere. Was left off with, just a guy that was really aggressive, abused his kids, and Clive decided to punch his lights out.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't like that, apparently. We don't really know that much about Clive.
Yeah.
We've only seen him do, the detective work. We haven't heard much backstory, and this is actually a big thing. This is a really, a look into his personality big time.
Yeah.
So, I actually enjoyed that more than most of the rest of the episode, knowing more about Clive.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that how they did it. And I don't know if it's ever going to come up, in words, but I like that they showed how he feels about that sort of stuff without having to say anything.
They should.
Beat the shit out of dude.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I love they walk up and he's, very poorly punching a punching bag, trying to do kickboxing. And it's like, I don't think you ever took a class.
Well, maybe that's just a way that he knows that he's an angry person, and maybe he's just trying to get the energy out some way, even if he's doing it wrong.
No, he had the look when he was punching the punching bag, I don't know how to describe it, but, just get swole, make money. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
No, I totally get your point. He thinks he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Thinks he's tough.
yeah. And like I said, that whole lead didn't really go anywhere. It ended with Clive punching him in the face.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This episode was all over the place for me, anyways. I felt like it was jumping around a lot.
Oh,
But
I have a bunch of questions since
Sure.
I watched the show sporadically. And I'm not sure I've seen much of this season. Like, it only, like, I just realized sitting down to watch this episode, like, I haven't seen much of this season. Is Major Porkin the redhead? Was that what that was about?
They had a few flings, yes.
Okay.
Basically when he's on his utopium high. Because he hit rock bottom and he started doing utopium.
Okay.
Mainly because of the whole stressful situation, because he's working for Max Rager and he's the zombie assassin for them.
Yeah.
So
And he doesn't want to do it anymore.
He doesn't want to do it. He sees people. He doesn't see zombies. And to be honest, I mean, yeah, they are people still. They're not like Walking Dead zombies where they lose all sense of humanity. They're still intelligent. They're still citizens. They can still live in this world.
Mm-hmm.
They just need to eat brains.
Yeah. So if you don't eat brains, you end up like a Walking Dead zombie?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You turn...
I kind of figured that.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, the Super Rager, the new drink they're working on, I'm not sure for myself, and I think they're developing it to make these crazy ass zombies, or they're trying to make it so that it makes zombies, but it makes good ones. I don't know. Nobody really knows Max Rager's motivations for anything.
Yeah. Because the scientist lady wanted Liv's blood.
She wants Liv's DNA because she is an intelligent and she's, a normal person zombie, if that makes any sense. Yeah. And to be honest, I don't think that's going to get them anywhere. I really don't.
Well, it depends on what their goal is. It might get them exactly what they want.
It might actually, it might lead them to the original formula that was used to make the zombies in the first place, because that is completely gone. Mm-hmm. I mean, even though Gabriel gave it to Blaine and Blaine brought it to Ravi, it still might not be the same.
Yeah.
Gabriel did it once. It was a fluke, and he didn't even know what he was doing in the first place.
Is Blaine...
Blaine is David Anders.
Okay.
You know who David Anders is.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Their fucking, like, fight for the vial was the funniest thing.
I swear, it needed
climbing through the table.
It needed, like, circus music or something. It was ridiculous.
Or it needed to be sped up and put to Benny Hill. I think I would like to see that.
Yes, that would be perfect. I thought I did something and I didn't. Let's fix that right now. Whoops. I blame Dom because he's not here.
Always blame Dom.
Always blame Dom. I don't know. Yeah, Ravi had to smash the shit out of it though because Blaine wanted it.
Smashed it with like a jar of bleach or something.
It had to be something like a really high potency of like an alcohol rub or whatever.
Whatever to contaminate it.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, as soon as Blaine found out that it was a zombie killer, it was the anti-cure. He was like, "I'm all over that."
Yeah.
I don't know why. Because he wants the cure so that he can probably profit off of it.
But he can probably profit off of a zombie killer too.
Thing is, he's been profiting off of zombies this whole time. Ever since he got turned, he's been, making, kind of like blackmailing all the zombies to like buy the brains so that he could make profit off of it.
But it's also, I feel like if he had a non-messy way of getting rid of zombies he didn't want around.
That would make sense. Yeah, because his dad's a zombie. If he wanted to get rid of his dad, he could just go.
Exactly.
Huh.
Because he's a crafty guy, and
he is very crafty.
He wants to. I feel like if he wanted to get rid of somebody quietly, he'd prefer the easiest way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, That makes a lot of sense. Blaine is definitely one of those types of people.
Yeah, or maybe he has another motive for it.
Possibly. He's so unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
He's a wild card.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
He plays a lot of wild card characters, David Anders.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's suiting. What do you think of the character that Olivia had to play? Like when she took on when she took on the coach's personality. Yeah. How did you think? Do you think that worked well with her? Because it was pretty much like 70% coach and 30% her. So you think it was a good mesh?
Yeah, because she gave the whole like pep talk, but like that sounded like the coach, but in it she was weaving like "You're the man I fell in love with," and it's like that just works.
It was like it's very poetic in a way.
Yeah.
Oh, you're major mother flippin' Lily White and you don't quit. That was great.
That was great. And I also like the "Let's go watch Hoosiers."
Yeah. It's like you never wanted to do that before. I don't get it. And like I know eventually, like almost as soon as he said that, he realized, oh, she's on a brain right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, oh, she's on meth right now. Like he's saying that it's a drug, basically. You could tell that's what he's thinking. And I think that's part of the reason, I mean, why he decided to flush the utopium down the toilet mid episode, because he realized that it's not worth it anymore. And he really wants to be back with Liv. And if she finds out that he's on utopium, she's going to rip him a new one.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, I would imagine that comes with some ugly withdrawals. I mean, how long has he been taking it?
Weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know how often, but I don't know how many he's sniffing a day or anything, but it's been weeks.
Yeah.
Liv recruited him to be the basketball coach.
Yes, that was adorable. I think she knew he needed a...
Yeah. Well, that was his original job. His original job was to coach younger children, like in halfway houses and stuff.
Yeah,
to get
I was
away
just going to say he worked in a halfway house.
Yeah. To get away from drugs and alcohol and get them on a better path in life. And this seems like a nice step forward if he wants to get back in that line of work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the kids aren't exactly, they're not in horrible trouble, but they're having problems at home, and that's where we lead to abusive dad.
Yeah.
We find out about him. And then he shaved.
Yeah.
He's trying to get back up.
She had to touch his face.
It looks so smooth. He was really, really trying to just get in Liv's pants this episode so much.
Yeah, like that was, he seemed to be wanting to do better by himself too, but like ultimate goal was Nookie,
yeah. She wasn't having it, but he's really trying. He's like, he told her, I'm a better man with you in my life, and she's like, okay, we could still be friends though. She's not having it. She doesn't want to risk any of that.
Yeah.
And then we find out that Major also goes back, and they had given him a list to check out to see if they were zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, we saw that at least one of them was.
Yeah.
But he left them because he had a wife and kids. So Major's really not having any of their shit right now. And
his kid came out, was just like, oh, you can't do that now.
Not going to do it. And so he lies to Miss Redhead. I would use other words, but I kind of want to keep this family friendly. But yeah, and she's like, we're pretty sure that at least one of these people are zombies, and you're lying to us. So yeah, watch your back.
Yeah, and now that he's not giving her the D, she's gonna be more likely to say to her higher ups, "Yeah,
he's fine. It's over." Yeah. Oh goodness, that's gonna be tough.
No good.
I mean,
way to bone crazy chicks you freaking work with. Yeah. Don't do it.
No. And like, I mean, another thing that I'm jumping all over the place because I don't know, like there wasn't really any flow, but I mean that leads into back to Clive and what he was doing in the very beginning of the episode, and he was trying to talk to Suzuki's wife, who was a zombie, and he blew himself up to save everybody, to stop Meet Cute, to stop Blaine's plan.
Mhm.
And he calls up his wife and asked, do you think he was suicidal beforehand? And she like flipped out. She got him in trouble with his chief and all that. But then we find out at the end of the episode that she was going through her husband's stuff and she found something in the freezer. She didn't know what it was. Clive did, though.
Yeah.
It was brain. And then you saw Clive be like, oh shit. And everywhere I looked when I was just reading up on the episode and, you know, getting some responses from other people, they're like, welcome to the party, Clive. And I mentioned
Taking a long time.
I mentioned a few episodes ago that it's going to happen, and it's going to happen soon. Here he is. And he's going to be asking questions because he knows how Liv is in the morgue. He sees her playing with the brains a lot. He doesn't see her eating them, but he knows that she's very avid about being around them. So, oh goodness.
Every time she cooks it into some food, I'm just like, oh, okay.
The thing is, if you like substitute the brain with like chicken or something, a lot of those things would be delicious.
It'd be great. It's just like, oh my god, why?
I think it was last episode, even Robbie said, he came up behind her and goes, oh my god, that smells so good. But he knew exactly what it was, so he was heaving at the same time.
Yeah.
Ugh.
There was, I think it was last season, there was one where she had to like, you know, smoothie up like a rotten brain. Oh, that one was gross.
Oh, that was, yeah. I remember I was eating at the time watching the episode, and I usually don't have that problem where I can watch a gory show and just like munch on everything. That was not happening. No. Rotten brains, nope. Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. So we find out the real killer was just, like I said, a guy a douchebag in the firm.
Mm-hmm.
But he was...
Who hired a cleaner.
And then the cleaner off
shitty stuff.
Just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time and got shot. And I mean, there really wasn't much to that.
No. Yeah, and even like how they wrapped it up, they're like, yeah, we got the hit guy on the trying to flee, and it's like, we didn't get to see that. You didn't want to cast a guy for.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna see him. Yeah. And if we don't, it could be a completely different person, or could have been Major. And I'm not saying that because Zombie's involved. I'm saying that because Max Rager told him to. Otherwise, they were going to off Liv again. Because that's how they got him into the job in the first place. Mm-hmm. And I think that'd be really, like, I don't know, disheartening if that was the case. If he had to do it because of. And it's not going to be a good thing when Liv finally finds out that he's actually doing all the stuff, because we know she's going to.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough one to explain away.
Yeah. Anything else you want to ask questions about or anything like that?
No, I mean, like, I watched the majority of last season, so I know what's going on in the world.
I mean, we're always talking about the Where Weenie dogs and stuff that they promised, because they're in the comic books. We want them really bad. They're talking about all the different kind of souls that the zombies possibly are. Like, Liv is actually an oversoul type zombie, and there's ghosts and vampires and all that kind of stuff going on. We just haven't seen any of it yet, and we're actually thinking that it's not going to happen. Really? Not until at least season 3 or 4. We're not going to see it till then. That's what we're thinking anyways.
Yeah. Well, I mean, zombies also aren't known to the general public. So.
Nope. Not yet. I don't...
You don't think it's ever happen?
It's going to happen. The way Max Rager's going, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And, I mean, there's a lot more zombies than you think. I mean, they said there's only like 200 and something, but there's probably a lot of ones that they haven't found out about yet. Mm-hmm. And who's to say that they're caring. They're probably just scratching people left, right, and center.
Yeah, I was gonna say because Liv was even being like, I could accidentally scratch you, and then boom, you're a zombie. Like that could be happening all the time.
All the time.
I would, if I were Liv, I would walk around with like little, the little finger things that you wear at the deli.
Yeah, the deli. Yeah, or
when you cut your hand,
or just cut your nails down so far that you're not scratching people, because you possibly can't. But I'm looking at my nails like I'd make so many zombies right now. So I guess that's everything. We covered pretty much everything. We were all over the place. That's my fault. Sorry. So next episode is Max Wager. Liv unwittingly crosses paths with the most dangerous man in Seattle while investigating the murder of degenerate gambler Harry.
Damn it, Harry.
That was the guy was it him?
Was that him? I don't remember the good dude's name.
Either do I. Uh-ohs. Detective Bobineau has a super fan moment when he and Liv question NBA Hall of Famer Calvin Owens at Harry's funeral. Okay. More basketball. And meanwhile, Blaine's father makes a huge discovery, and Robbie delivers some bad news. Lastly, Evan, which is her little brother, has a big secret to share with Liv, and Major continues to struggle. So I see more basketball. Blaine's father finds out that Blaine is no longer a zombie. And that's what Blaine was hanging over his father's head. So,
yeah.
You had a question?
No, I did the hoop.
Oh, the hoop.
You're talking about basketball. So
yeah. Robbie delivers some bad news, meaning Blaine was there. He had to tell Olivia that that wasn't so much the cure, it was an anti-cure.
Yeah. And
I'm not sure what Evan would have to share with her sister. Maybe he's a zombie? I mean, that's like the only thing I can think of. Or maybe he knows.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. But that's everything. So, Clio, where can they find you?
They can find me at cliomoto on the socials and on Twitch at the cliomoto.
And you can find me on Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom 24. You can also find... yeah, there's no to-dos. It doesn't work. You can also find all of us and many more here on YouTube at ASOTVpodcast, Twitter, Facebook, Google+, not saying that one, and Gmail.
Thumbs on here, I had to.
Okay. So, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.